Hey, everybody, welcome to Hockey Skatedown. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. I want to do a video on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Nick Kypreos had some choice words to say about Auston Matthews and his future with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it's causing a bit of stir, so I want to do a video on it talking about it, so please stay with me throughout. On SPORTSNET 590, the Fan Morning Show, Nick Kypreos says, I think there's a lot of people that believe Auston Matthews could leave. A lot of people that I talk to on a consistent basis. So he's not entirely lying with this. He could leave. He could. You know, Auston Matthews could choose to sign when he has the chance to, or he might just ride out his contract and choose to sign elsewhere. Question is, what's going to happen with Auston Matthews? Will he remain a late Maple Leaf, or will he want to go elsewhere to play? That's kind of what you're looking at. And I'm sure it's a big thing that a lot of Toronto Maple Leafs fans are thinking about, as Auston Matthews has been a key feature on this team the past couple of years. He's their best player, and this guy can put the puck in the net like you wouldn't believe. Just looking at his future, he's going to be looking at a lot of money and a huge cap hit. So let's talk about that. Auston Matthews, currently, his AAV is $11.64 million. He's 25 years old, and his current contract ends in 2023-2024. He's not eligible to re-sign until July 1st of 2023. So, I'm sure Toronto media will be focused on that day, as you should be hearing what's going on. You should be hearing contract talks picking up, or starting, or talking, or whatever. Something should be coming up to that day where you know what's going to happen. Will he choose to resign? Because I'm sure Toronto Maple Leafs know what they want to offer him, what they want to give him, and deservedly so. He's a tremendous player. He's one of the best players in the league, and you're going to look at him as being very, very expensive. You see when Nathan MacKinnon signed this past year, $12.6 million for 8 years. You know what Connor McDavid's making, so it's going to be at that level. Auston Matthews is going to be at least $13 million a year. A lot of NHL analysts are saying it could be as high as $15 million a year based on the way the salary cap is going to go up. They're going to have more money, and a lot of teams are going to be throwing more money at players, and a lot of teams would love to have an Auston Matthews. So the Toronto Maple Leafs I'm sure will give him every penny they can, and to have him stay there and to be one of the best Maple Leafs when his time is all said and done. So looking at the way their current cap is situated, not the best. You have 5 players accounting for 58.9% of the Maple Leafs 2022 salary cap hit. Looking at their cap situation going forward, you see Tavares, Marner, Yarncroc, and Riley have 3 years remaining plus. All other contracts, whether it's an ELC, a UFA, or an RFA, you see 1 to 2 years. So, decisions to make going forward for whoever the next GM is going to be. The past couple of months, you heard Elliot Friedman talk about this. He believes Matthews will re-sign in Toronto if Matthews believes in the direction of the team. So even Matthews said at the beginning of this year, I want to be clear about the contract stuff. He didn't want to talk about it more at the time, but he ended up saying, I love playing here. I consider it home now. And you're looking at Toronto. Toronto is one of the biggest hockey markets, if not the biggest, and has enormous endorsement opportunities that it could afford. Auston Matthews and Canadian banking giant RBC are announcing a partnership, so that's another thing of him having another huge endorsement under his belt. And it's going to be curious to see what happens with Auston Matthews. I think he will re-sign a new deal with the Toronto Maple Leafs. I believe he's built something very nice there. And, the fans embrace him. The team embraces him. He's a focal point of the team. And, for a team to add a player of that magnitude, of that contract, you really have to reshape your whole roster, where it's already built into Toronto. His roster will go up a couple of million. So they'll have a couple of decisions to make after that. Question is, what is in Auston Matthews' heart? Does he want to play in Toronto, or does he want to play elsewhere? You hear the rumors of him possibly wanting to go home and play for the Arizona Coyotes, so that's a possibility. But when you're looking at other teams around the league, the ones that have a lot of cap space, I don't think they're built for the future of him trying to win a championship. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting situation with Auston Matthews and the Toronto Maple Leafs. but I'm sure they don't want to go in a situation where it goes into like this past offseason with the Calgary Flames with Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk. I'm sure we'll either know whether or not Auston Matthews will resign, what his cap hit will be, and what the Leafs will do for the future. So comment below. What do you think about this? What do you think about Auston Matthews' future with the Toronto Maple Leafs? Will he remain a Leaf? Will he want to go elsewhere? And what do you feel about Nick Kypreos' comments in this matter on what he said on the talk show? So comment below. Let me know. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. Smash that like button if you haven't done so. Subscribe to the Hockey Skatedown. It's free. And join our hockey team. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great night. Take it easy. Stay safe.